G'day guys, welcome back. Part 3 of the ring pearl pour. I'll show you real quick the one that I just did in case you missed it. Still very, very wet. I just did it. And yes, I decided to come again the first day. I decided to go again with this one while everything was out, using my same cups. Let me just put this away gently. Okay, I've got paint all over my hands. I'm touching it. Yeah, I thought I really wanted to try that again, you know, with the gold puddle in the middle. And I've got my cups ready, and I might as well do it while I've got the mess here. So the first one, I did the big gold ring around like that. The second one, I did a smaller gold ring. And now I'm going to do just a puddle in the middle. So, Floetrol for pouring medium. All these have been mixed the same, my Liquitex Basics. I've got black, that one. This one is turquoise. It's a mixture of phthalo blue and phthalo green. I'll get the lid back on. This one is bright aqua green, and the blue is just the plain phthalo blue. Now those have all been mixed. 40 grams of Floetrol, 20 grams of paint, and 10 grams of water. Actually, not that one. That one's got 60-30. 60 grams of Floetrol, 30 grams of paint, and probably about 15 grams of water. These three here, 40 grams of Floetrol, 20 grams of paint, 10 grams of water. This one is 30 grams of paint, Supreme Sheen, 24K gold, 30 grams of paint, 30 grams of Floetrol, no water. And that is it. Okay, I'm going to layer the cup first, and I'll do what I did last time. I'm going to layer everything in twice. So, half the black, and I'm going to make bigger rings this time, because I've got very thin, fine rings. So I'm going to try for bigger rings. And to do that, I'll just have to get closer to the surface of the canvas. Some more black. Got a little bit of black left over. Now the rest of this is what I forgot to do last time. I forgot to tip it all in. So I had a little bit left. Ended up with almost 3 layers, which wasn't good. The colours kind of got blurred a little bit. I'm still using the same amount of paint. I know I said I was probably need less paint, but I want to see how this goes first. And then if I'm still not happy with it, if I decide I need to cut back on the paint, then I can go again. But not till Sunday, so a couple more days. Okay. Yeah, I took the magenta out. I just thought, let's stick to the blueies today. Blue colours. No silicone oil in any of these. It's just that Decoart Supreme Sheen paint that gives you the beautiful pearls. I'm yet to experiment with this one to see how that works. Very similar. So I will be experimenting with that one and see if that works, because that's much cheaper. It's a bigger bottle and it's cheaper. Let's just finish off with the black. So 3 layers of black, 2 layers of everything else. Okay. Now, let's make a puddle. So the gold paint is a little bit thicker than my colours. And I'm hoping it works, but I'm hoping that because the colours are a little bit thinner, this is what happened last time, the colours spread over the gold nice and easily, and then the gold popped up and because it was relatively thick, it didn't spread too far, and that's why I got the beautiful round pearls. They weren't too badly out of shape. Okay, was debating whether to leave a little circle in the middle, but hey, let's do it. I said I was going to do it, let's do it. Now a ring pour, and I want to do bigger rings, which means I need to get closer to the surface. See how those rings are bigger? And then just slow it down when I get to the center. And catch the drips. Okay. Now my gold is pretty much all covered. You can see a little bit on the outside there, but this paint's going to roll over the top of the gold. I probably still have too much paint. See how it's almost touching the sides? Quick little torch for popping bubbles. Now, let's go to... Oh, I just wiped my face. I've probably got blue paint all over my face now. Just as well you can't see me. Oh dear. It's been a long day. This is my... Oh, I think it's my 5th pour for today. Just want to get to the edges. I don't want to go over just yet. I don't want to lose all my gold. So that's good so far. Haven't lost too much gold so far. I'll go over the corner. How's that? Oh, still not much gold left. That's good. Let's go back to the opposite corner, since the paint's already flowing that way. Back to the middle, off to the other corner, back. Okay, gold, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's playing peekaboo. Okay, back to the middle. Oh, there's my gold. Look at that. Okay. Now, decisions. Because the gold kind of got pushed out to the edge, the gold's going to be always on the edge. So if you tilt too much more that way, you're going to lose it. But I want to try and encourage the paint to come through, so I'm just going to move it. I wish I knew how much I had under here, because I'd really like to tip some of this off. I'm going to go for it. I'll tip some of that off and hope that there's still gold underneath. I hope I haven't tipped. Oh, look at it all. Look at it all under there. I thought that was going to work, you guys. I thought that, yep, doing a puddle, that'll work. That'll stop it all from going off the sides, won't it? Look at it all. Still there. Okay. Let's see what happens. It was worth a try, wasn't it? So I guess from this result of having that gold puddle in the middle, this is telling me that I've got too much paint because I've tipped it all off. So yeah, I need to do the same thing but with less paint. I think that's the answer. But we will wait and experiment and do that one in a few days. So let's torch, see if there's any more gold that's under here that wants to come up. Hopefully there is, because I mean there was a big puddle in the middle there, so hopefully it's still under here somewhere. But whether I've got too much paint on the surface for it to be able to come up, I don't know yet. I can see little tiny spots of gold, but I don't know whether they will actually be able to make it through the paint and pop up. We'll see. Can't really see much of that aqua green, can you? A little bit there, I guess. Is taking on a blue hue. I think I've just tipped all my gold off, really. I'm really liking these gold pearls here in the dark. That's what I wanted. I wanted more dark. I've got wider bands of colour because I made my rings. When I poured my rings, I made them bigger, so I've actually got more colour between the rings, which is what I was hoping for. I think I'm getting too close here. I'm probably burning the paint. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that and come back to it in a little while. Do you like this one so far? I like the colours. Pretty colours. They're all nice in their own way, aren't they? They're just different. So the other one had the magenta in it, and it had the really small tight circles, and it had like dark on one section, whereas this, it's got wider bands. If I'd actually stretched it out more here, I would have had more of that dark area there, but I think it's okay. It's nice to have difference, you know, they're closer together here, they're wider apart there. Makes it a little bit more interesting when everything's not exactly the same. But I still ended up tipping most of my gold off, which is what I was hoping would not happen with me doing the puddle in the middle. Like, how did I end up tipping it all off when I did a big gold puddle in the middle? I don't understand how it did that. Probably because I've got too much, I had too much paint on the surface. Let's just fix up these little corners. Actually, this one has got more pearls popping up here. Did the other one? Oh yeah, the other one had some there as well. And then I only had a small little band across the top. So once it gets to this, don't touch it, don't tilt it anymore, because you'll lose your round shape of your pearls. So just leave it. And do your tilting quickly to get everything moved the way you want it to, and then just leave it. You can't keep tilting it, it's just not worth it. Yeah, I think I've got a bit close there. You can see where I've got a bit close. Or maybe not, maybe it's just the black coming through. Hard to know. Okay, happy with that so far. Let's pause. As usual. I think it looks better the other way though. Turn it around. No, doesn't matter. I'll leave it for now. Doesn't matter. It's my husband whippersnippering. Oh dear. A Saturday afternoon. Got to get out into the garden, eh? Whippersnipper. Mow the lawns. It's been cutting branches off trees. Whoa, that's too close. Come. Oh, no, no. Go back down. I'll just centre it. Sorry. Just trying to centre it as best as possible. The gold's gone down the sides. It's really pretty when that happens. Okay, I'll leave it there. Come back. Looks a bit more blue through the screen. When I look at it, it's a little bit more turquoise, and when I look at it through the screen, it's a little bit more blue. It's actually more turquoise. Looks like we're getting a few more cells popping up on the side there. So yeah, that gold puddle in the middle does seem to have helped. Interesting. Alright, enough chatting. Let me put you on pause and I'll see you soon. So what do you reckon, guys? Do you like this one? So this is my ring pearl paw, or a pearl ring paw. So it's got a bit of both. It's got some interest in the center with the rings, and then of course it's got the beautiful pearls around the outside. Before I take you down for a close-up, I want to show you what my previous ring paws, not ring paws, just pearl paws have looked like. That's one of them. So you can see the difference. There's no rings. It's a lot darker. And then the pearls are kind of everywhere. They're not just on the edges. These pearls, the mix was a little bit thinner. See how they're not round? They've kind of joined up together, especially on the outside. I mean, they have joined up a little bit on the outside here, but basically they've stayed circular. And that's what I've been wanting, circular. The other thing that I was trying, this was one of my earlier ones, where I was still getting the intestines. See the intestines? Phallic symbols. But you can see that's what I was initially getting when I started with my pearl paws. And now I'm sort of learning as I go, and I'm upgrading to this. So getting rid of these big blobby intestine looking things. I don't mind the little ones here, but these are still prettier. So that's what I've been doing. And I think I'm getting closer. I just, when I left you for that 10 minutes or so, I went and recalculated my paint ratios, and I've written down, I've calculated just a little bit less paint, and I'll try again with less paint and see if that helps, because I'm not tipping all my gold off the edge. You know, I'm pretty happy with it. I would have probably preferred, you know, the pearls to maybe come out to about here, a little bit more, but it's still pretty. It's a nice effect. Frames the painting really nicely. You can see them, the pearls shimmering there. It's beautiful, this Decoart Supreme Sheen paint. It's got a really pretty sparkle to it. That's better. So I've got a little bit of turquoise in there, a little bit of gold. See how it just looks as if they're floating in space? It just amazes me. That's what I've been trying to achieve. They just look like planets or meteors just floating around in space. That is so pretty. That's what I have been trying so hard to achieve. And I finally got it by the looks of it. Over there into that corner. On the screen it does look more blue, but it's actually more turquoise. So there you go. And I've still got the rings in the centre. A bit of black in the middle, which I always like. Somewhere for the eye to rest. Alright, I'm exhausted. 5 paws in one day. So you won't see these. I'll upload one a day for the next few days. So you may see the photos popping up on Facebook, because I'm so excited. I can't wait, you know, till the video comes up. So sometimes I'll sneak in a few photos and I'll say the video's coming, but I just couldn't wait because I'm so excited. All right. Love you and leave you. I'm going to go and organise my workshop organise my studio for the workshop tomorrow. See, I can't even talk. I'm exhausted. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have learnt something from my experiments. Feel free to use the little tip jar and the PayPal sponsor donation link down below, and help me buy more paints and keep experimenting for you. Okay. Love you all. See you soon. Bye for now.